y'all. So this is going to be continuing our How to Lose Weight series. This is video number 4, and it's healthy foods and how they fall into each macro category. Shayna suggested I do this video on my own as she doesn't really get involved with the nutrition side of things, and she usually asks me if she has a question. So here I am doing the video by myself, and she'll be in the next video, the workouts video. So what I want to cover today is kind of what foods fall under each macro. Sometimes we get caught up in our diet and people say eat more or less carbs, more or less fat, and we don't really know what that means when it comes to putting foods in those categories. I'm going to kind of give you a quick snapshot. It is definitely not an all-inclusive list, and I'll also provide a list at the end that you can take a screenshot of or whatever, so it can kind of help you out on the fly. So we'll just get started with carbs because that usually is the hot topic and people usually add more or cut them out to lose weight. So all the ones that you've all heard of and you all pretty much know, bread, pasta, and potatoes are usually the 3 hot ones that people talk about when it comes to carbs, and those are all high in carbs. And they're all good carbs for that matter. It doesn't really matter. People get too caught up in this white bread versus wheat bread or sweet potatoes versus white potatoes. Don't worry about that. That's not a big deal. The calorie content of the actual sweet potato versus regular potato are so close. And like I said in the last video, your overall calorie intake is really what matters until you get really close to like stepping on stage or competing. So I wouldn't really worry about whether it's white rice or brown rice. The vitamins and minerals change a little bit versus each one, but as far as the total calorie count, that's not really going to change. And the vitamins and minerals are only really going to matter if you're in a deficit, and if you're eating around a diet in general, that really isn't going to matter. So have your white bread, have your white rice, who cares? So anyways, so the carbs, breads, pasta, potatoes, rice fall in there. Also dairy has some carbs in it. It's not going to be a great source of carbs. It has fat and protein. It's better used elsewhere. Some other things that we have for carbs are most all your fruits have a lot of carbs. There are some vegetables that have a lot of carbs like peas and corn. Those are relatively high in carbs and good carbs for that matter, so eat those. Most juices and stuff like that obviously have quite a bit of carbs. Try to get the non-sugar added, but that doesn't really matter once again as long as you're staying in your overall calorie count. Most snacks have a lot of carbs in it, so any candy or chocolate or chips, all that stuff has a lot of carbs, and some of that comes with fat too, but that's okay. So anyways, like I said, I'll provide a list at the end that's kind of more of a quick snapshot for this. And then so let's get into protein. That's pretty much all your meats, whether it be chicken, fish, pork, beef, doesn't really matter. They all have a lot of protein with varying contents of fat based on the cut of meat. So if you get a chicken thigh, that's going to have a lot more fat than a boneless, skinless chicken breast. When it comes to ground beef, you can select your percentage that's fat-free. Also, turkey falls in there too. A lot of people think that turkey is so much better than beef. Some people stay away from red meat, but that's really a personal thing. You can get 97% lean ground beef, so turkey's not really any leaner for that matter if you get a really quality beef. But steaks and stuff are great. You just pick your cut of meat. Fish, all that stuff has a lot of protein. Dairy, like I said before though, it also comes with carbs and fat, so you have to just pay attention to that and make sure it falls within what you need. Eggs are a great source of protein. You get most of your protein from the egg white. Most of the fat comes from the egg yolk. So if you want more protein and less fat, then eat more whites than you do yolks. It's that simple. Yolks are still good for you. They got kind of a bad rep for a while, but definitely eat your egg yolk. If you're eating 6 eggs, I wouldn't eat 6 yolks though. Maybe 3 egg whites and 3 whole eggs, or 4 and 2, however you want to do it. And last, we'll get into fats. Pretty much all your oils are pure fat. Obviously some oils are better for you than others. Coconut oil has been a hot one lately, but olive oil is great too. Don't go buy an expensive olive oil. That's probably counterfeit. You can look about or read about that online, so don't get expensive olive oil. It's probably watered down. Anyways, peanut butter, nuts, all that stuff, any kind of nuts, whether it be almonds or regular peanuts, whatever, it all has a lot of fat. It does come with some protein also, and you can get pretty much any And you can pretty much get any nut ground down into a spread. So whether it's almond butter or peanut butter or cashew butter, they have them all and they're all really good. Some of them get kind of pricey. Some more fats are eggs, like I said, with the yolk. And then also based on your cut of beef or fish or pork, all that stuff is going to come with fats as well. I wouldn't worry about whether it's saturated or monounsaturated or polyunsaturated at this point. Like I said, 90% of it's just staying within your calorie count overall. Don't worry about the little things. That's so minuscule in the scheme of dieting. Don't worry about that. Just stay within your calorie count. Hope this helps a little bit with knowing what foods fall into what category. The snapshots at the end, take a screenshot, take it to the grocery store with you, or check it on a daily basis if you need some carbs or some protein or less of something. So hope this helps. Take care. See y'all.